Who are the most snubbed college football Heisman candidates? Imagine watching a player dominate on the field, putting up eye-popping numbers and making game-changing plays, yet they still don't get the recognition they deserve. That's the reality for many talented college football players who get overlooked for the Heisman Trophy. The award usually favors quarterbacks and running backs, but some of the most impressive players are often left out of the conversation. Wide receivers and non-quarterbacks rarely win the Heisman, even when they have incredible stats. Players like Ohio State wide receiver Jeremiah Smith and Alabama wide receiver Ryan Williams have shown they can make highlight reel catches and rack up yards, but their chances are limited because the award leans heavily toward quarterbacks. Voters tend to focus on passing stats, so receivers with big yardage and touchdowns often get less attention unless they lead their teams deep into the postseason. Dual-threat quarterbacks who can both pass and run are sometimes ignored if they don't play for the biggest programs. South Carolina quarterback LaNorris Sellers is a perfect example. He can do it all, but if South Carolina doesn't have a winning record or a big national profile, voters might overlook him. These players can put up numbers similar to top quarterbacks, but their versatility doesn't always get the same recognition. Players on teams with less media exposure or struggles are also often snubbed. For example, LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier has had some strong performances, but if LSU's offense isn't clicking or the team isn't winning, he might not get enough votes. Similarly, Clemson quarterback Cade Klubnik was a preseason favorite but lost ground as the team faced challenges. Voters tend to favor players from winning teams with more national attention. Defensive players and two-way stars usually don't get much Heisman love. Defensive back Travis Hunter made headlines as a two-way player, but most defensive standouts are rarely considered unless they also contribute significantly on offense or special teams. The award is still mostly about offensive production, which leaves many defensive stars out of the running. Emerging players or those from smaller conferences can also be overlooked. Texas A&M quarterback Marcel Reed gained attention after a big game but wasn't on many preseason watch lists. If they don't have the name recognition or don't play in the Power 5 conferences, their chances of winning the Heisman drop significantly. In the end, the most snubbed players tend to be those who excel outside the traditional quarterback spotlight. Wide receivers, dual-threat quarterbacks from lesser-known teams, defensive players, and players from smaller schools often deliver performances worthy of the trophy but don't get the votes. Recognizing these overlooked players shows how much individual talent can sometimes be overshadowed by team success or media hype. It's a reminder that in college football, greatness can come from many different roles and styles of play, not just the quarterback position.